And here's a look at the upcoming events on the PGA Tour as they play the fall portion of the schedule, which includes 6 events. The last one will be the RSM Classic in November. And for more on what's happening this week, we send it out to our Todd Lewis.
Well, as you might imagine, the party was hearty for the European Ryder Cup team Sunday night, and Monday was a little foggy for everyone involved, including Rasmus Højgaard, who participated in the Ryder Cup for the first time as a player, and vice captain Francesco Molinari. Still, those two made their way to Jackson, Mississippi to get ready for the Sanderson Farms Championship. They admit they're going to have to find some energy this week, and it will be tough for them to focus considering the euphoria they experienced last week.
I think it exceeded my expectations. It's, I had a pretty good idea of what Ryder Cup is from, being around the team in 23 in Rome. But, to then be a part of it as a player and experience the whole thing was it definitely exceeded my expectations.
What are some of the greatest memories you have from last week?
Oh, I think, I just think it was away from the golf course in the team room. There was good fun in there. We've even the practice days we had, the week prior to the Ryder Cup was amazing. Getting to know everyone a little bit more. All the 11 guys obviously knew each other very well. I had to sort of pick a few brains that week, but no, I think the team room was pretty special.
Now that you've been a part of the Ryder Cup as a player, would love your perspective on why do you think Europe is so consistently good in these matches?
Good questions. I'd like to have Eduardo and some of the guys to answer that for me, but I think there's been a DNA in the European team room for decades now. It started with Sevi and everyone back then, and then it's just been passed on by generations, and I think we've stuck to that, and obviously having some very smart people working around the team, as in Eduardo with stats. Luke Donald was an incredible leader, a very good captain, and I think they've created the whole environment for us to go out and perform, and so I think we gotta give credit that way.
There was a lot of celebration, a lot of drinking from some of the guys, but they deserved it. Obviously, it was an intense week for everyone. They did an amazing job. Myself, I had a 5:30 wake-up call to go to the airport, so I stayed as little as possible and just left them celebrating it.
Without giving away all the secrets, American fans would like to know, why is Europe such a great team in this format?
That's a great question. I think obviously we've been lucky to have generation after generation of very talented players. I think this generation might be, maybe in my opinion, the apex. We have some really strong players, strong personalities that are really happy to be in a team environment, helping the younger guys or the guys with less experience. And then, obviously Luke, the last 4 years, has done an amazing job in terms of really not leaving any stone unturned and prepping them in any possible way for what was coming. So it's a combination of many small factors, I would say.
There's only one member of the United States Ryder Cup team in the field here at the Sanderson Farms Championship, and that is Brandt Snedeker, who was a vice captain under Keegan Bradley. Plenty for Brandt to reflect on from last week, but he's also looking forward. You see, Snedeker is the United States captain at the President's Cup, which will take place next year in Chicago.
I learned that I'm not going to work as hard as Keegan did, I'll tell you that. I realized he put so much of his life into this last year and a half, and set a great example for me of how hard you really need to put time and energy and effort into not only getting to know the guys, but all the small little details that kind of go on throughout the course of a week, and I thought he did a fantastic job of kind of really delving into that. And so, that, and then just the way Keegan cared about all those guys. You can't fake that. You can't manufacture that. That comes through time at home spent with them, time talking to them, time really get to know them and their families. And I think that above all else, if you show your guys you're willing to do that, they're willing to do whatever you ask them to do and fight for you. And I thought Sunday was a prime example of the kind of fight those guys have for Keegan.
I'd like your opinion on this. There are some that believe that the European team has strong camaraderie and strong chemistry. What would you say about the United States team compared to that?
Yeah, I don't think they've ever been in a team room with the United States guys. I think the guys that say that haven't seen what those guys are willing to do, what they're willing to sacrifice for each other in that room. And, it's a narrative that's going on for a long time. And I guess until we win a couple of these in a row, it's going to keep going on. But from people who have been inside that room and know what those guys are willing to sacrifice, how close those guys get that week, it'd be really hard to say that if you were in those rooms with those guys.
For the three that experienced the Ryder Cup last week, there is plenty to play for here in Jackson. Højgaard is currently 87th in the FedEx Cup standings. Snedeker is 120th. Molinari is 202nd. Let's not forget, at the end of the season, the top 100 in the standings will have exempt status for 2026. And the Sanderson Farms Championship, one of only 6 FedEx Cup fall events remaining on the schedule.